What's going on, beautiful people? Tanisha says that she cannot do what Natalie does. Tanisha says she would have quit a long time ago. Tanisha says even though Natalie played her, she gonna give her tens across the board. Want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
My hats are off to Mrs. Nunn, the madam. Period. You deserve every single penny. They say to be careful what you ask for. I had a little slither, a little taste of what her life may be like. I want y'all to stop calling me the CEO now. There ain't no way I was cut out for this shit. She is. I don't know how she's doing it because she's older than me. I am spent.
I'm telling you, that pussy has been running.
All right, listen.
For years.
All right, here we go.
She's been running around.
It doesn't. What, you know
She's
something?
been working it for
Yes.
years.
Either way, she got shit done.
Yeah.
Either way, she got shit done.
It works.
I don't worry about nobody else. PP.
Lots of people.
Hey, Cookie, why every day?
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from Connection TV, here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, I don't know where you've been. I've been doing YouTube since 2005. It is now 2025. And yeah, if you don't know, now you know. A Connection TV has a brand that's synonymous with Bad Girls Club, and now we run it over into the Baddies universe because we're going to talk about everything baddies. And yeah, I've interviewed a lot of the girls, and we got some interviews coming up. Tanisha finally gives Natalie her respect. I've said in a lot of videos, I respect Natalie from a business perspective in terms of fighting for the ladies, trying to make sure that the ladies are respected by Zeus staff, working hard to get these ladies on continuous season after season after seasons, going on tour with these ladies to support them in their brand and keep the brand as a whole running. It's a lot of work, and I can understand and overstand that it's a lot of work. I'm not going to say that Rollie could never, but there are a lot of women that can never do what Natalie does, which is why Natalie is doing it now. And even though Natalie has her ways, I don't understand how Jocelyn Hernandez gets a lot of praise for how she treats and conducts herself with the women on the Cabaret show, and Natalie gets a lot of haters. It's just really, really interesting. You can see a certain level of treatment that goes to the ladies on Baddies versus the ladies on Jocelyn's Cabaret. And I don't know if it's something that should be stated at the fact that these women on Jocelyn's Cabaret treat Jocelyn with more respect than they do Natalie Nunn. But I feel like overall, the women on Baddies are definitely dealt a higher, more paying wealth card. And overall, they look better. They come on set being glammed up, the makeup, all of that. You go to Jocelyn's Cabaret. I feel like Baddies is the Target and Jocelyn's Cabaret is the Walmart. No shade. People may like and understand and care about Jocelyn's Cabaret more as a whole show, like a show overall, but Baddies has a little bit more of a prestige and respect and quality level that is just not apparent on Jocelyn's Cabaret. Now, I know a lot of people want me to review Jocelyn's Cabaret, but I just can't. I simply can't watch that show basically because of the way Jocelyn talks to those women. And she daughters them every single time, every single clip. And I can't get with that, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. At least with Natalie, they go to these beautiful mansions. They run the world. They not run the world. They ride through the world or whatever, and they get to see these great locations, and they get treated and pampered. They got a chef on set, blah, blah, blah. You know, Natalie doesn't disrespect, like talk to the, oh, you're going to do it, Mike. Not unless, obviously, is a diamondthebody and they just don't get along. You know what I'm saying? But usually she respects them. She's like, hey, ladies, blah, blah, blah. And so it's just a different caliber of stuff that I really want to be attracted to or that I am attracted to when I get into reality TV. But Tanisha says that she cannot do what Natalie does. And I'm sure Natalie deals with a lot. If it's not the men on set, it's probably the women. If it's not the women and men on set, it's dealing with the ladies and their attitudes and their entitlement and their, you know what I'm saying? We've heard her complain about it. You know, outside of that, having to make sure the security is somewhat safe and or decent for these women. You know, making sure that the women don't get manipulated and or whatever. I'm sure it could go into that. But then to be the face of a franchise that gets a lot of respect, but then does not, right? And people want to challenge you. People want to test you all day long. I'm sure her phone calls are quite demanding. I'm sure her, like, you know, making sure it's going the way that it needs to go. I'm sure it's quite demanding. Do I feel bad for Natalie? No, because I feel like Natalie keeps herself in this position. And I feel like Natalie has had to shift and or change like a chameleon to be able to survive and thrive in this culture and climate. That is the Zeus network and, you know, the demographic, you know what it is. Fighting and gangs and hood and thug and blah, blah. We know Natalie is not this. We know Natalie is not that. We know that the Natalie and Bad Girls Club can never do what the Natalie today is doing. But she's gotten to this position. She's gotten to this point. She has money in her bank account. She can do what she pleases. She trademarked shit. She, you know, she's doing what she needs to do. And Tanisha gives her respect. Do y'all give Natalie respect? Like when you think about Natalie as a whole, as a brand, as a businesswoman, as a wife, as a mother, as a Baddies CEO, does the respect stop for y'all on any level? Like, do you respect her as a wife? Do you respect her as a mom? Do you respect her as a Baddies CEO? Do you respect her as a woman? Do you, what level of respect do you give Natalie? Or do you give Natalie overall all respect on all sides? And, you know, people talk about, you know, her marriage, even though we don't know a lot about certain things. You know, what I realized today that more than ever, a lot of people are in open situations. I'm not saying that Natalie is in an open marriage. I don't know what her marriage dynamic is like, but we've heard the rumors, right? But they're still married, right? I'm pretty sure they have, you know, certain rules and guidelines and boundaries in place that allow them to, you know, splurge if they want to splurge, but they're a unit. There aren't very many successful marriages or long-term marriages where another person doesn't come into the room. There are some, they do exist, but it's not like a given anymore. It's not like that. The concept of monogamy is become so foreign to a lot of people. Again, I'm not disclosing or saying what her position is in her marriage, but it's interesting to say the least. Her as a mom, I barely see the kid or kids. I don't know if it's one child, two kids. I think she has one child. No, she has a couple kids. Doesn't she? A daughter and a son? Could be wrong. Let me Google it. How many kids does Natalie have? How many kids does, not Stefan, did he? How many kids does Natalienunn have? Oh, she has one. A daughter named, and her husband, Jacob Payne, Journey, was born. Oh, okay. Child's name, okay. Okay. All right. I knew it was a girl, but wasn't she saying a boy was, she was championing a boy and saying that was her son? I'm obviously wrong. I knew she had a girl, but I just thought it was two because I could have sworn she was talking about, or maybe that was her nephew. I don't know. Anyways, let me know if y'all give Natalie respect and let me know what y'all think about it as a whole. And I'm curious, maybe I should do a poll. I'm curious to know how y'all feel about the big three. Out of the big three, who do you choose now that everything's gone down? Lex is only worried about having her hair color changed. She ain't post nothing about Dolly, nothing about Summer. Lex is out here doing streams and podcasts and stuff, and she asking y'all who she like. Natalie, I mean, Lex must be a different woman this time because I ain't seen her with her wig off yet. Even with Tavi popping it on social media, I ain't seen her with a wig off yet. So did her and Lex fight? And Lex just gonna be running around here looking pretty the whole way through? It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Let me know how y'all feel. Who are you feeling more for? Summer, Dolly, or Lex? Leave your comments below and let me know. Deuces.